Hello, all you space engineers out there. Commander Kingfish here, and I am back on the alien planet. This is episode 17, and we're trying to get our farming and stuff built up. So, to start out today, I forgot to turn my video camera on, so I've already got some stuff done that I failed to get recorded. So, we're just going to go over what I got done. And if the last episode you remember, we had gotten our drill and everything in place, and now you can see that it is drilled out. Everything was working properly, and if we come over here, you will see that the ice is at 400,000. So we have and it's turned off. So the event controller worked fine. Actually, if we go back in here again and we come to our control panel and we go over to this large cargo container. Where are you at? Large cargo container. You're right here. So we can see that inventory is at 35%. Exactly what we set the event controller up, and I'll go show you the event controller. So it took me a bit to figure out the advanced rotor. I had the shear inertia tensor on, and that was preventing it from turning, so I turned that off. Just an FYI in case you run into that problem. So let's come up here and I'll show you the event controller. I put it inside, which I thought it was a pretty good spot. And I put it in over here. So we'll go into here and I'll show you exactly what I did. So we've got the event controller. I put it in right here, and the event is set for cargo filled percentage. And the condition is equal or greater than, and the threshold is 35%. Well, we looked at the cargo container and it was at 35%. So that's working perfectly exactly like it said. And then we had our selected block. We put in our large cargo container, and you notice I got locked on that. The idea behind that is so the inventory manager doesn't go and try to pull all of the ice out. So that is there. So now we have to set up our select actions. And in our first slot, you can see that I have set up the advanced rotor to toggle the block off when the event is true. And when the event is false, then it turns it back on. So as we use ice down, it's going to replace that ice, or it'll start turning. Now, in our slot 2, or our control panel 2, and I hear the spiders back out there again, it's going to do the same thing. When it's true, it's going to turn the drills off, and it's going to turn them back on. And in slot 3, it's same thing with the pistons, and I've got those set up. Let's go see if we can find that. Oh, that's right, I don't really have any. Well, we can just jump down, and we've got a spider right here. Let's see if we can get it before it disappears on us. There we go. There we go. So the other thing I got to do today is hook in all my pipes. I want to get the pipes all hooked in so that we can start planting. And actually, we can start planting now while I am getting these pipes in. That way the food crop can be growing. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's go and grab some seeds. I don't know if we'll get them all planted. I've kind of got to decide what I want to plant. So if we come in here, actually going to be able to eat something more than algae crisps. That's going to be amazing. Okay, let's do this. Which one is it? Small cargo. Let's go into here. And the inventory manager has managed to put those in. Oh, that's in the food processor. That's the coffee beans. So for seeds, we have mushrooms. And we have fruit seeds. We have vegetable seeds. And we have grain seeds. Should have more stuff. We've got the engineered coffee. That's mushrooms. Those are vegetable seeds. I thought I had... Oh, we got potatoes. I need to do something here. I need to take a look and see. So we've got potatoes and we've got... where did they go? Coffee. I need to see if I need to make seeds out of those. This is the food processor. If we come over to our inventory, we've got coffee bean. Oh, I already made coffee beans, so we can get those going. I have one coffee seed, and I have one potato, or I have two potatoes. So let's go to production. You'll pack potatoes. Can't I make beverage? I'll have to figure out my potatoes. I should have been able to make potato seeds somewhere along here, unless we just plant the potato, because in real life that's all you do. All right, so that's a meal pack. I want to make... Oh, let's get over here. There we go. I'll get it right yet. I need to click on... That was meals. This is for harvesting. So we want to make another... That should be enough to make another bean. And then we want to make a couple of potatoes, I think. And I had a couple of those. Now, as we start growing these, we can continue to put more back in. So let's get back over to our inventory. Let's grab these, put that with the beans, and we got these two potatoes. So we can get all of these start growing. So let's go over there and do that. This is exciting, actually. Something different to eat for a change. We've got all of that meat. All right. Well, let's just start on this side right over here. And let's do this. Let's put in a mushroom. Plant that. All right, so we got mushrooms growing there. And let's just put some more mushrooms in right here. And we want to plant. Yeah, this whole row we'll just make as mushrooms. Plant. We're going to have so much food. And plant. All right, so that's our row of mushrooms. And let's go ahead and let's get our coffee beans going. Put those right there. And we'll put the next set of coffee beans right here. Now, what we want to do with these is start, we might even just, what we get out of this, make beans out of them so that we have a full row. And so I think I'll just leave those empty. And let's come over here. So if we go to our fruit, let's plant a row of fruit here. And another one. More fruit. And then we have an extra fruit. All right, so there's 4. This is going to be for coffee. And I think what I'm going to do is put LCD screens up here so we know what we've got planted. Let's go ahead and put grain over here. Hopefully I've got enough. We've got 3 grain seeds, so let's plant those. All right. Plant. And looks like I got 3, so we'll have to leave the 1 vacant. Seeds and plant. All right. Now let's come over here. We've only got 1 vegetable seed, so let's go ahead and just plant it, and we're gonna have to. And then that leaves the 2 potatoes, right? So we put in. This was coffee. Engineered coffee. So let's put our potatoes right here. Plant that. And we'll plant that one right there. So we've got potatoes right here. We've got vegetables over here. This is grain. And this was, what was this? This was fruit. So we got lots of fruit. This was coffee, and then we got the mushrooms growing over there. So while those are farming away, we can be building out there, outside. And if we go over here, we can see that we've got plenty of ice. And if we go to our large cargo container, this one is still got lots of ice in it. So that is set up and working properly. Now the other thing I want to do is I need to, before I forget, because I'm going to connect this all in control panel, we are going to, I need to put lock.
Energy low.
On here. Because that way I can store stuff in this container, excess seeds for in here, and then the inventory manager's not going to yank everything out. And I can put like a LCD screen up here, and we'll do all of that. So that'll look pretty cool. All right, so while those are growing, I better go get some energy. And we'll go ahead and pick up that excess meat. I did check all my ammo, so they're all full. And, oh, wow, we got 2 of them here. Nice. All right, let's grab that one. If nothing else, we're going to eat really well here on the alien planet. Okay. And let's jump up here. All right, now to get that energy and to eat something, eat the algae crisps. Let's do this. I keep forgetting I've been playing Space Engineers 2, and my inventory is just different buttons. And I keep wanting to hit the tab because that's SE2 and my I for my inventory. All right, let's get charged up. All right. Things are looking up. Now, what I want to do here is, actually, while I am at it, let's go over to the food and ammo. I want my food to come into here, which will be fine. So this is mushrooms. So I'll have plenty of that. That's meal pack. That's food. We can put this right here. And, oh, those are vegetable seeds. I can grab those. Didn't know I had those in there. More meal crisps. Let's see. Meal pack, meal pack, meal pack. All right. I think that's it. So I'm going to move these over to the other side. Put them in that one container. That way, we'll have everything over here for farming. That's going to go into this one right here. Go ahead and drop these into here. Okay. Well, next step is to get this all plumbed in and piped in over to the other side. So let's go over here and I'll show you what I got going on this. So this is going to connect, so my algae crisps will all be coming in, or my algae farm, it's going to get connected into here, and these are all connected in. So those will come down and get connected, and then I'll have pipes coming over to there, and that will connect in here. Ultimately, after I get this farming setup all done, I'm going to be working on a new production facilities. We're going to end up probably moving that large cargo container, which will be a pain, but we'll get it moved. I'm going to set up a kind of a warehouse type thing, at least for my ores, and they will all go, and I think I'm going to put the production facility out over there. So let me go ahead and start getting the piping all in, and then we can kind of fill in this platform area out here for, you know, just for walkways and stuff like that. And then I also want to try to work on the catwalk today, get that finished, get the bracing in and stuff in for it. So let me go ahead and get started on this, and as soon as I get this piping all in, I'll catch back up with you. Well, as you can see, I'm slowly getting the pipes in, but I was getting curious about seeing how I can do this one. I know I got supplies for that. Seeing how the farms are doing. So let's go up and take a look and see how that is. I'm just kind of curious. I haven't looked at it since we planted them, so let's see what we got. Hopefully we have plants growing in here. Ooh, looking good. Those are coming along. Berries. The grains look pretty good. Let's see how they look. Let's hit F. They're 100%. Grow time 30. Oh, we can harvest these. Let's go ahead and harvest these. They are done. Harvest. And let's harvest this. There we go. All right. Now what we will do is make more seeds, but let's see how this is doing. They're not quite done yet, 92%. And these are at 100%. And so we can harvest these. Let's get this one, harvest that. All right. And I believe these probably are 100%. So we can harvest all of these. Harvest. And harvest. And harvest. All right. So these are still growing. They're almost there. This is our potatoes, and oh, they're 100%. So we can harvest the potatoes. Let's check this out. Harvest the potatoes, 100%. Nice. And this should be the vegetable. And it's at 100%. So let's go ahead and harvest it. Okay. So now what I will do is go over and make more seeds and plant those in, and we will see how we progress along. And then I'll work some more on the pipes out here. Hopefully you can see that those are getting in. It's a matter of just kind of finishing out those pipes right there and building out those other pipes, and then so that should be all connected. So let me go in here to the food processor. I'm going to make some more seeds, and once I get those seeds and stuff planted and I get these pipes in, I'll catch back up with you here in just a little bit. Okay, I am about to connect the last piece here, and let's go ahead and get this welded up. Pull out the gun just in case. Now, what that should have done is connect into here, and this should end up getting emptied out, I believe, because the inventory manager should pull those out. And again, maybe not, but we should all be connected into here. I should be able to grab... Oh, I can't. Where am I not connected up? Am I not connected in through these conveyors? That's all green. And those are all green, so it should be... all those plots should be connected. Well, I've got this all in, and I know that that's all connected into there. So let's go up and take a look at something. Now, maybe, although these should all be on conveyored. So those are conveyored over to there because I know that they're getting water. So I've got conveyors under all of these, which should be connected all in through here, which should then be connected. Right, I got a conveyor in there and that junction there. So that's all connected. Let's see something here. Algae. Oh, actually small. So this small container, it's not, well, it doesn't have to get connected in via this here. I could always run that along. Apparently it is not conveying through these pipes. Let's go down and look at the outside once more. It should. Everything should be connected down through there. Unless I am missing something. Because see, the sorter, I have a sorter on over here. Which is coming into there. Right? And so it's pulling in all of these. Now, see, I can grab it from here. So that's all connected through to there. Got green lights all the way over to here. And that's conveyored. And there's conveyors under there. So those conveyors are all connected. Because I know I'm getting water into all of these. So those are all connected through there. All right, well, I'm going to have to work on that. I think what I can do is just, because this doesn't have to be connected into there. It was convenient. So I think what I will do is I can run this pipe straight along. And then we'll come out here and curve it over, or I can bring it over underneath along through here. And I can put in a T-junction right here. All right, that's what I'll do. Also, wanted to show you. I'll get back to that. I'll get that connected in. That should work, though. I wanted to show you what I've done inside in here. Now we are all connected in through here because I can reach, and then this is locked. So my seeds and stuff are staying here. I got signs. So this is going to be vegetables, and this is going to be potatoes, fruit right here, grains, then coffee, and then mushrooms. So this stuff is all in, and you can see that it is growing away, and I am really happy with the way this is coming out. So I don't know if there's a possibility of an event controller of harvesting this stuff, but I'll have to take a look at that. If I can, maybe we can kind of get try to get some sort of automated system set up, but I'm not sure that that's got that capability yet. So let me go ahead and finish getting that piping rerouted and fixed. And then the last thing I want to try to get done today was this catwalk, which would also mean getting the supports and everything in for it. So let me do some grinding away and rerouting, and we should have this all set up. Well, I have the pipes rerouted. Now these should actually work, and I think if we come over here, let's see if the inventory manager has already pulled these in. Oh, yep. There's one left here, and so I'm sure that there it goes. So as they are getting produced, they're going to get pulled over to the main building over here. All right, so we've got all of that in. Let me do this. And so I guess the next thing, I've kind of got that in. I'm going to have to do a lot of work down here, but I don't want to do anything more along here until I get the catwalks in. And we're going to at least get those catwalks built out over to there. So actually I need to eat something. And again, I keep hitting the wrong tab because I've been playing SE2 as well. So let's do this. Should at least be able to get this built out. And can't, come on. Surely, yeah, it's still got to build the small tubes. There we go. They're building them. And then just 2 small tubes. There we go. All right. We'll get this done. And then I can kind of give you an idea of what I am thinking as far as for my bracing. Now, I think I got this building off by 1 block, so I'm going to have to change my strategy just a little bit, I think, as far as how I was going to put the bracing in. But come on, there we go. We can at least have this walkway all done. And there we go. So let's go down here. Do I have steel on me? I do have steel on me. So those, I want to leave those as is. I think that looks pretty good. Let's see if I can get up here. All right, let's see if we can build something so that I can get up there. All right, weld that up. That'll stay just like that. I'll have to decide. Usually I leave those unwelded, but all right, so let's count this down and I'll kind of show you what I have in mind. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This actually might work out. So 1, 2, 3, 5. I put that right there. That should leave 4 in between. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so here's my thought. And actually, I'll have to paint that, but I want those to be yellow. If we go like this, that around, that in there like that. That will go there. There. And there. So we have, see, originally had it with that 1 extra block that I had, that I ended up putting apart where these would have come down together. But I think this is going to look okay. So if we flip that like that. And actually, I think there we go. Go. That. And I already got a block down there. All right, let's weld this up and see how this is going to look. I need a bunch of steel plates. Of course, I knew I was going to need steel plates. We'll grab all of them out of here. I should have a bunch of them. Just grab that. We'll throw this in there so that can get pulled in. Welding. Am I close enough to get that? No, of course not. Let's get these over here. And then I can take this one out. All right, and then let's go ahead and put a block in here. Somewhere about right there, I believe. Do that. That. Turn that. Then we should be able to reach all of these. And we'll have to paint that one. Let's that. There we go. Now let's get these out of here. Holy smokes. That scared the bejesus out of me. I saw him come up and then I heard that start shooting. And he didn't stand a chance, did he? Grab that meat. That's nice and handy. All right. I don't think that looks all that bad, actually. We've got to... I think what I want to do... Now, the other thing I've got to... All right, I'm not going to be able to do that, of course. But I think I can go down here. The other thing I got to do now is figure out how I'm going to do this turret. I think I might want to bring it out a little further. And I think that will make it a little more effective. Again, once we kind of get all of our work done down below down here, I might not necessarily need these turrets, but they are handy. They do bring in a lot of food. So let's come back over here, go down. And well, for sure, I've got to weld that up, which we need to go ahead and paint that. That actually, I think, block needs to be blue. So if we do this, already got the frozen 8. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to paint. So if we try this again, there we go. And for sure, we need to build these all out through here. I might as well do that and then paint these.
Energy low.
Force energy is low. It's always low. All right. Let's see if we can paint these up. Should be now blue. We'll have to get this one from the outside. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty good with that. That really shows, you know, it's got a brace in on the catwalk, and it's even and everything, so I think I'm pretty good with that. So let's go up and take a look at our farming, see how that's doing. We're all plumbed in, so we should be able to do everything from over there. And the other thing that I am going to do is I'm going to put some more LCD panels, but we should be all done. We should be able to harvest all of these. And actually, let me see something. If we do this, seeds. So the only seeds that I have are in my locked container, so that's fine. That'll work. All right. So we'll need to harvest these, but what I would like to do is see if we can't get a decent screenshot of... Well, I'll work on that. And, well, you've seen me already do some harvesting and stuff, so I'm going to continue to do the harvesting, get those replanted again, and I think we're just about to call the greenhouse done. We've got the automated irrigation system in, so we don't have to worry about water. That's going to be able to harvest more than what we will actually ever possibly need, and so we'll be able to keep planting and harvesting. Now what I might try to do is see if there's any way that I could somewhat automate the process, but I kind of doubt it for right now. Anyway, all right, so let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to call it good right here. Okay, all you space engineers out there, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the video, and please subscribe. That will really help out the channel. Okay, engineers, keep your heads low, keep building away, and don't get shot. And with that, Commander Kingfish is out of here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.